Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of What's Really Happening in Southern Utah. This is the Entertainment Edition with Roger Alcott. I love this job. I am so excited for tonight's show. This is going to be C.J. Pearson and Shawn Hand. They make up the acoustic adventure of HeartStrings. New to the music scene, relatively new to the music scene here in Southern Utah, but you're going to enjoy them, I guarantee it. C.J., let's start with you. Tell me about your background, where you grew up, that sort of thing, and how you ended up in Cedar City.
All right, it's kind of a long story, but I was born in Iowa, raised in Illinois for the first 16 years of my life. My parents announced right before my 16th birthday we're moving to Vegas, and I was devastated. And I told my parents, as soon as I'm 18, I'm heading back home. Never been back. Put down some roots in Vegas for 25 years. And interestingly, my music background did not begin there. I moved to Utah in 2007 and found karaoke about 2 years later. I didn't even know karaoke existed. Nice. And I quickly became addicted. And I was performing, finding how much of a passion I really had for music. That kind of reflected my upbringing, listening to music. I can remember listening to the WRHISU album and thinking in the back of my mind, I wish there was a way that we could take out the lyrics and let me sing all these songs. And little did I know one day karaoke would come about.
Isn't that fun? And
when it did come about and I was able to experience that, I just never looked back.
Good.
But little did I know that would launch me into other areas of enjoying my passion for singing, such as singing at churches and weddings, and just to even add to that, I was a DJ. I used to run karaoke in Cedar City and some other places in Utah. So it's fun behind the mic. I'd rather be out front and center and doing what I love. But I have a little bit of a wide variety of experience when it comes to that kind of thing.
Well, good.
Yeah.
But until you moved to Utah, you was pretty much singing along with the radio.
It was.
Okay.
I didn't even know karaoke was a thing.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it is. And Shawn, I know you from your guitar skills. I know you from some of the other bands you're in. This was a pleasant, fun surprise.
This is so fun doing this with
you. My gosh, that's amazing. Tell us your background a little bit.
Born in New York, I think back before electricity was invented. 5, I moved to Florida. 18 or 19, I made it to Nellis Air Force Base in the Air Force. When I got out of the Air Force, I stayed there until 2013. You and I were actually in Vegas at the same time, but we never ran across each other. So then 2016, I moved to Cedar, retired.
Can I just say that that's a testament to what a nice lady you are, that you never came across him in Las Vegas.
Well,
yeah?
I would have to agree with that.
I was in bars playing in bands.
Yeah.
She's in karaoke bars.
And then in church the next day. So yeah, I get it. That's awesome.
So we just never ran across each other. We were in two different worlds. And then we ran into each other here, me coming into her world. A few months later, I brought her into my world. Now it's our world.
That is awesome. So we skimmed over too much of that because I really want to know how you guys met originally. It was karaoke.
It was.
So, yeah.
I would go to Mike's Tavern on Thursday nights, just sit in the back, mind my own business, just to be entertained for an hour. So this went on for however long it went on, and I saw her one night. I like her. She's cute. And then weeks went on, and I kept going back, and I asked around about her, and I liked what I heard, and I finally walked up to her one night and said, "Hey, you look so much better with your hair let down."
You sure you want to share this story?
She always had it tied up.
Yeah, which is a compliment when you're saying, yeah, I get it.
In my world, but she didn't see it that way. Do you want to finish?
I did not see it as an opening line, no. To someone that I had never met or noticed before. Most people come up to you, "Hey, I'm so-and-so, what's your name?" Or, "Hey, I like your singing," but not, "Your hair looks better down." And so it was not a good first impression.
I suck at first impressions.
But he grew on me in time, and we became friends, and we realized after I talked him into finally singing with me one night, we had instant chemistry on stage.
And that's evident. That was fun to watch.
Yes.
It was fun to watch pictures from your last show, too.
We have so much fun, but it was interesting. After never singing before, that first time on stage, I knew instantly, I'm like, this is great. But the idea of becoming an acoustic duo wasn't born that night. He kept singing with me, and then one night we were playing around with the guitar, and I was doing some vocals. He's like, "Hey, we should turn this into..."
We could do this.
Yeah, we should turn this into a thing. Let's do an acoustic. I'm like, "Are you serious?" and it was kind of just fell into place.
Good.
He can play anything, and with enough practice, I can pretty much sing anything, and we just read each other and go and have the best time doing it.
Good. What were your influences? Your musical influences? Your favorite bands?
Well, growing up, I was raised on hearing lots of old country, Barbara Mandrell, Freddie Fender, all the artists that my parents used to enjoy. I didn't like the music at the time, but as I'm older now, I can appreciate it, and I sing a lot of the songs I grew up hearing. But the most influential era was the 80s for me. I love all kinds of 80s music, pop, rock, everything. It was my high school era, and I've incorporated a lot of that into the songs that we're now doing with some twists and variations here and there.
We
Yes.
like doing songs a little differently. There's a lot of these songs that really don't translate to acoustic, so we have to make adjustments.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we do. And we'll rehearse the song a few times, and if it's not working, it just goes. And some of them just don't work. So
Yeah, I look at this as a combination of both Shawn and me. We call this our baby.
yeah,
It's such a mixture of the both of us, and his talents and my talents, his creativity and my creativity, and we just mesh. And I can't imagine doing this with anybody else.
And are you on the same page a lot of times, bringing in your own ideas? And
More
you just-
than.
we are so in sync in this and everything between us, really. We'll be playing something, and we'll get done, and she'll say, "Hey, I want to do this. I was just thinking that."
That is so perfect.
And vice versa.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'll call it a half an idea. I don't know what to do with this. And then she'll say, "Well, let's put it here." Example, we do Hard Day's Night, Into Who'll Stop the Rain, or into Have You Ever Seen the Rain,
Okay.
Into Who'll Stop the Rain. And we get done playing this one night, and I dawn in my head, oh, I want to do this. Let the sun shine. Just put it at the end of that song. There you go.
Perfect.
And then
There's my
we
idea,
performed
and
it.
you put it somewhere.
Perfect.
So we go from 2 songs about rain to a song about sunshine. So,
Okay, that is really fun.
and that's
Yeah.
a really good example of how we create together, so to speak.
Okay.
It flows
We don't rewrite
effortlessly.
the songs, but we put songs together that really shouldn't go together and make it work. So, but that was a really good example. We've got these
Perfect.
2 songs about depressing rain at Woodstock. Let's sing Let's the Sunshine In now, and it just worked.
Hey, we're going to take a minute. We will be back in just a minute. Everybody stick around with another edition of What's Really Happening in Southern Utah. See you in a minute.